Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we got the blog post. And if you haven't seen the reaction yet, the reaction will be on the main channel, on the JG Star Wars channel, where you do all the reactions and everything. So go check that out if you haven't seen my reaction yet. But we got the blog post that we're gonna go over. And oh my gosh, the trailer was amazing. So it looks like there's a pretty big giant blog post throughout this. Here on the side, you get part one, you get part two, part three, part four, and part five, and that is it. So we're gonna go through all of these and see what we think and see what all the new stuff that's coming to Black Ops 7 Zombies. So let's get right to it. We're going to speed run this. So reveal trailer, we already reacted to that. It is amazing. Here are all the POIs that we're going to go over as well. And there's the logo. If you haven't seen the logo yet, here is the logo. So, all right. Ashes of the Damn Environment, I would say. Um, Looks pretty amazing. We get the pyramid right here, as we saw in the trailer. Um, we get the house. So that would be nice. That's cool. And then we get our first look at one of the POIs, Janus Towers Plaza. You only get the outside, you don't get in the inside. Because if you want to play in the inside, you play the Reckoning in Black Ops 6. But why would people go back to Black Ops 6 when you can play Black Ops 7? So, so there's Janus Towers Plaza, which is pretty cool. And then here is Von Dern Farm. So basically, I think this is the same farm in the original Transit. Just to let me know down in the comments below. All right. And then we get our another POI look, Blackwater Lake. So we get Blackwater Lake, which is kind of cool. It's a cabin, and then you get you got a projector, and then you get the pyramid in the back. You might go to the pyramid, but who knows? Might be a really cool background. And then we get Ashwood, and it's another POI, and then you get the diner, which is exit 115. And then Zoria Cosmodrome. However you say that name, there's the rocket POI. And then you get the fog. Okay, the fog is pretty gnarly, honestly. Like, getting the fog. Basically, this is like the same area as the cabin. You just go right across and you get another cabin and you get a cool looking Aether rock something. So, and then we get another cool looking picture for sure. New Wonder Vehicle, Old Tessie. This is the Wonder Vehicle right here. We already got a teaser of this and everything, but we get Old Tessie. That's the name of the vehicle name. So we scroll down here, we get a better look with all the upgrades on it. There might be more later on in the future, but that's what we got so far. And then we get our new wonder weapon that we saw in the trailer, Necro Fluid Gauntlet, which is pretty sick and it looks dang really cool. So very cool to see. Um, Moving on down to the next one, and these zombie models are pretty cool, by the way. This guy has horns right here. Um, a brief bestiary. Okay. And we got another look at the based zombies and armored zombies are returning. Everyone needs armored zombies. So, and we get another look at our gauntlet right here, necrofluid gauntlet right here, which is pretty cool. It has a skeleton on it. Pretty dang cool for sure. And another side view of another POI. And then Ravengers, these creepy little golems are coming. And basically, this is another name for a zombie like this in a previous Black Ops Zombies game. So, man, these things are going to be creepy and scary, bro. So, stay a lookout to that on your gameplay in Zombie Survival in the beta, if these are in the beta. So, and then we get our first look at the bear, which is called Zora. The bear's named Zora, which is pretty weird. I would just call it Zombie Bear. But hey, having names for zombies is pretty amazing. And weird. You don't name zombies because they die once you kill them. So, but here's a look at Zora the bear, which is kind of cool. And then general intel zombies. So we're gonna take a look at this. So let's read all this. Audio cues. Did you hear that? Expect to hear a special round audio stinger when zombies' strength increases as the rounds progress. Fewer zombie sprinters, fast moving zombies, aka super sprinters, which start to appear at higher rounds, will increase at a lower rate as rounds continue past 55, and the maximum number of super zombies in a round will be lowered slightly while still keeping the challenge high. Armored zombies adjustment. Heavy and light armored zombies are weighed down by their protective skeletal armor and are slower and more durable. Armored zombies no longer super sprint in higher rounds. Overall, zombie armor is more easily destroyed but more durable against explosive splash damage. Certain weapon and attachment combinations are more effective at armored zombie takedowns. Ooh, okay, I like the sound of that for sure. Sliding knockdowns. Sliding into a normal zombie knockdown knocks it down but doesn't inflict a lot of damage. Cool. That's pretty cool. We get our lawn jump pads, I should say, to all of our different POIs, which is cool. You already know what these does. They launch you, but here is a thing which landing pads. Here we go. This is what I'm interested in, and we're going to read the highlighted part. Landing pads. You're taking instantly launch into the skies, traveling in a vast arc over the map and landing at a second landing pad in the chosen location. So on this picture, you get two locations. You get this screen and you get two screens, and you get to choose on where you want to go, and then the landing pad will jump you towards the location that you want to go, which is kind of cool. They explained it down here just a little bit more, which I guess I didn't read, but hey, that's pretty cool. And then here is a look at the saw blade. You get saw blades on the farm. And then Black Ops Zombie modes. Here are all the modes that will be coming. So you get standards on round base, which we already know, and then you already know directed mode, and then survival. Here we go. Survival maps are coming to zombies for the first time since Black Ops 2, delivering a focused, unfiltered experience based on a small part of Ashes of the Dam at launch. There are no quests other than you and your squad surviving against relentless undead for as long as you can. So if you play survival in Black Ops 2, there you go, guys. There you have it with no quest. Kind of cool. And then you got Cursed Mode. Cursed Mode. Take on a new experience featuring some legacy mechanics with numerous side quests to unearth increasingly potent and cursed relics. Activate these relics to face harder challenges in exchange for new levels of power, replayability, and rewards. There you go. And cursed mode. This is what we are going to read. This is important right here. We're reading the highlighted part right here. That's blue. You can't even enter cursed until you've fulfilled certain criteria. Once you've figured out how to access the mode itself, you'll start your cursed match with some familiar friends. Only a trusty pistol in your hand, with no loadout weapons available, no mini-map, and a classic point system inspired by Black Ops 3. Ooh. So, taking a look at this, they might have you do the campaign before you play this, or you finish the main quest and you play curse mode. So either you finish the Easter egg and zombies first in the standard and then you go in cursed, or you finish the Black Ops 7 campaign in order to go into this. But we will have to wait and see when the game launches on November 14th. Or at Call of Duty Next, they might reveal some. So, all right, next is survival mode intel. So we got the farm, another look at the farm. And then match preparation, loadouts, cursed. Okay, let's read the changes. Let's read these changes. I'm more interested in the changes more than the other stuff. So here are all the changes. Build codes. In addition to the return of zombies, preferred builds, weapons you construct in the gunsmith now have an associated build code that you can both share with friends or import using a code you see someone using. 30 weapons to level up and unlock. There are 30 weapons to choose from at the launch of Black Ops 7 that you can take into zombies, each with an impressive level journey. With multiple military camos, special camos, and mastery camos to unlock. Consult the multiplayer Intel Blast blog for further details. So if you've seen the multiplayer blog, or if you have seen the video of the multiplayer blog, they go over, you get 9 military, 3 special, and 4 mastery camos. So, weapon prestige. Weapon prestige is available in zombies for all Black Ops 7 weapons, including the ability to unlock a unique prestige attachment and more weapon camos with each weapon. So you get prestige camos. Pretty cool. All right. Support weapons. These return to Black Ops 7, including the all new discipline re-injection, as well as a selection of Black Ops 7 ordnance. Find these as dropped loot or build them at your crafting table. Ooh, so support weapons are nice. Melee weapon attachments. There's a beneficial change coming to melee weapons in Black Ops 7 Zombies, allowing them inflict critical and more damaging attacks, allowing for much more personality with every melee weapon you use. Look for a full explanation of this feature later on in this blog. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like it. I like the confirmations and changes that they have done. I like them. Very cool changes, I would say. All right, part 3, new and returning features. Let's do this. Essence. Let's go over the essence. Power up objectives to progress to mission. Door buys unlock unlock doors. So we already know what this does. You know, you get to do stuff like what vehicle summon stations, pack a punch machines, and all that kind of stuff. We already know you can buy stuff. That's what essence is. Salvage, ammo mod. We already know what this does. Upgrade rarities, certain gunsmith attachments. We already know what that does. Changes in salvage to salvage. So let's read this. Gobblegums can now be recycled to receive instant additional essence. The amount you receive is determined by the Gobblegum rarity. The salvage bonus is certain silencer attachments that perform similarly to their Black Ops 6 counterparts have been lowered to other muzzle attachments become a valid choice. Okay, I like the Gobblegums aspect, but the salvage bonus to certain silencer attachments, we might have to test that out when the game launches. Missed salvage. If you find salvage hard to come by, expect some help in this regard. Every 10 rounds you'll rewarded around 50% of any salvage you previously missed. Picking up and which disappeared along with an on-screen message indicating this good fortune. Pretty cool. And all the power-ups that are returning, that are the same, but are coming back to Black Ops. And you already know what this does, insta-kill and all that kind of stuff, so we don't need to go over this. Changes to power-ups. We might need to read this for sure. Alrighty. The max ammo power-up now fills your equipment as well as your ammunitions. That's a good change. For fire cell power-up now also temporarily reduces the cost of traps and wall buys. Very cool. The random perk power-up has been added to the randomly dropped power-ups available. A number of perks must be purchased by all teammates before the power-up can appear. Alright, that's interesting. Multiple power-ups randomly dropping within a single round is now a more frequently accurate. Okay. There's a new Gobblegum power vacuum that increases the chances of power-ups spawning after zombie kills. Pretty cool. Any Gobblegum that summon power-ups like Killjoy on the house and Hidden Power now automatically activate the power-ups they summon, adjusting the tactics of when to employ them and removing the need to physically run into them. Very cool. Those changes are alright, but kind of weird. Enhancements overview. I don't think we're gonna go over this. Ooh, nope, we're not going over this. Now we're moving on to augments. This is going to be a long blog post, and I'm not splitting this up. This is going to be a very long blog post, and we're speeding through this. Augments, complete augments coverage. So we already seen this. Look in Black Ops 6 Zombies. We already seen these augments and whatnot. Extra slot, that's new. That's a new thing right there. Shake it off. Extra slot is new. So, but yes. So we already saw these augments. They'll help you out with your perks. So, Cola, Intel, and Wisp T. Ooh, nope. Wisp P. Wisp T. I said Wisp P. My bad, guys. Drink and summon a companion wisp after killing zombies. Ooh. Alright, let's read more about that. Once summoned, the wisp begins to slay nearby zombies for around 30 seconds. 2 minutes later, it can be summoned again. The wisp is summoned after defeating a number of zombies. The number is important rather than the speed of slaying. Though obviously those wisps will appear more quickly if the enemies are killed with haste. The wisp targets all zombie types. The wisp also realizes the importance of turning around and all refrain from killing the last zombie remaining. Okay, so it doesn't kill the last zombie, which is kind of good. Very good. Here are all the augments. And these we will go over. Mask of Wrath. These are major augments. Mask of Wrath. The demon does more damage. Mask of Salvation. The fox can revive you while it's active. It can be done up to 3 times per match. Ooh. So per match, so round 1 or just 1 match total? I'm kind of confused. Mask of Distraction. The monkey attracts zombies and does damage in an area. Mask of Benevolence. The maiden does not attack but will heal you. Okay. That's weird. For sure. Extinction, increase the whip's lifetime. Okay, that's pretty cool. Haste, increase the cooldown before the whips can be summoned. Very cool. Zombie sitter, the whips will attract and avoid damaging the last zombie in the round until the round times out. Fetcher, the whips will pick up items and power-ups for you aside from the nuke. So it doesn't pick up the nuke, because you have to choose if you want to get it or not. That's cool. Very cool. Wonder Fizz updates. I think we got to read that for sure. The base purchase price of Perca-Colas is based on previously purchased perks and increases to the price now. Don't include ones you may have attained for free using power-ups, gobblegums, or Easter eggs, or for an example. In Black Ops 6, Wonder Fizz machines became available at round 25. In Black Ops 7, the arrival of their Wonder Fizz machine is dependent on you and your teammates. It now also arrives after a certain number of perks have been bought, including repurchases by all players. Ooh, that's interesting. And that will be interesting. That's cool. All right, next. And I don't like that change is kind of... I don't think I like that change of that. But hey, it gives a feel. It's a new mechanic. in Black Ops 7, which is amazing. All right, ammo mod, intel, and fireworks. Ooh, here we go. Fireworks. We gotta read those. You can now apply a single ammo mod to any weapon you are carrying. You can have any ammo mod active on any of your loadout weapons up to 2 main and 1 melee. Ooh, okay. That's cool. But each weapon requires a separate ammo mod purchase. Ugh. They give the affected weapon a percentage change to inflict a special effect if any attack lands on an enemy. The ammo mod also usually has an elemental damage effect which can inflict extra damage on enemies that are weak to a particular element. Oh, okay. Now, that I don't know about. After an ammo mod activates, it enters a cooldown state before the chance at activation begins. Again, alright, so that's the same as always. But this right here, that I don't know how I feel about that for sure, but let me know down in the comments how you feel. This might be hard for other players, so we're gonna have to wait and see. This change we're gonna have to figure out, and we're gonna have to do guides on for sure, especially the Easter eggs for boss fights. So next, oh, these are fireworks. New ammo mod, fireworks. All right, let's read these. Last seen in Black Ops 3 Zombies, this ammo mod is and brightly colored as it is deadly, filling the air above and illuminating the nearby combat zone. Okay. Is an additional explosive light show as occurred, damaging zombies caught in the vicinity. Stars are launched into the skies before exploding. This subsequent explosions launches a set of individual flares from the stars that fly out and come in on additional random threats within the general vicinity. The chance of fireworks activating depends on the enemy type, and once the light show is over, expect a small cooldown window before it is available once again. Okay, so this is an ammo mod. Fireworks is an ammo mod. Okay, that's cool. Have some fun in your zombies. Very cool. I like it. Now we get a new ammo mod and we get a new perk, which is very nice. That's what I like to see. All right, and we're going to go through the major augments and the minor augments of that. Big game fireworks can activate on elite enemies, creating a bigger light show. Okay. Starburst. Fireworks explodes immediately, sending flares through zombies in all directions. Weeping Willow. Instead of targeting enemies, the flares will land on the ground and explode for a while. Cool. Fire Wheel. Create 2 fire wheels that spin around and damage enemies. Ooh, that's interesting. Major augments. Okay. Starlight. Fireworks launches more flares. Big Bang. More fireworks. Flares deal more damage to special and elite zombies. That's a big deal right there. High Yield. Increase the area of effect. Short fuse. Fireworks cooldown is reduced. All right, very cool. Big Bang and Short Fuse are very cool. So all the other ones are pretty cool too. All right, field upgrades and intel and toxic growth. This toxic growth is returning. Me and my partner has been waiting on this for a very long time, and we haven't gotten it until now, which is amazing to have this back. So let's go ahead and read toxic growth. All right. We already know what this does, so we don't need it to read. Let's read the augments because I'm curious about the augments about toxic growth. So let's read them. Scroll down a little bit so you guys can see. All right, let's go. Major augments. Number one, the first one, toxic growth takes up a wider area and zombies that enter the growth continue to be slowed after leaving it. Second one, the first normal or special enemy to walk into the growth is entangled and charmed, attacking other zombies that enter. Ooh, okay, that might be a good one for sure. Pollination is the third one. Zombies killed by the toxic growth explode, dealing toxic damage to nearby enemies and slowing them. Ooh, now that's another good one for sure. The fourth one is the first normal or special enemy to walk into the growth becomes the toxic growth itself. I don't know about this one. I don't know about that one for sure. Minor augments, ankle shredder. Enemies moving through the toxic growth are even slower. That's a good one for sure. Green thumb increases the toxic growth health. Now that's a good one for sure. Extra charge increases max charges by 1. Okay, so 2. So if you have 1, you get an extra 1, so you get 2. Plant food. Killing zombies with toxic growth has a chance to drop healing fruit. What the heck? Okay, that's cool. And that is interesting. Gobblegums are returning. Okay, nothing new there. And I don't think we need to read about this for sure. So, available gobblegums at Black Ops 7 Zombies. We don't need to read these. New gobblegums. We got some new gobblegums, everybody. We're speeding through this, picking and choosing because this is a long video. So, here are all the new gobblegums. Power vacuum, re-equipment, aftertaste, round off, armor getting, gift card. Oh, what? Okay. Okay, here we go. Aftertaste gobblegum keeps all your perks after being revived. That's a good one. Re-equipment. Your equipment slots refill over time. Cool. That lasts 5 minutes. Actives on revive is the first one. Power vacuum lasts 5 minutes. Kills have a higher chance to respawn power-ups. Okay. Round off is the next one. Activates on round transition. Rounds prevented from advancing for 2 rounds. So you stay on that one round so you don't go to 2 rounds. Okay, that's pretty cool. Gobblegum Armored Gitten instant. Receive a 3-play armor vest and full plates. That's a good one. Gobblegum gift card instant. Gain 30,000 essence. Cannot be combined with other bonuses. Ooh, so you gain this. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right. Recycling your gums. I don't think we need to know how to do this, but this, we can figure this out in when we play. I like to figure things out. Rampage Inducer is coming back. Not very cool. Wall buys, armor, weapons, and ammo. We already know this. Ooh, armor, weapons, and ammo. This is new. This is a new box for ammo. That looks like a pot of gold for sure. Very cool. Mystery box. Dude, that mystery box. Look at that mystery box right there. That's a cool mystery box. I dig that. All right, next. Crafting tables are back. That's what we need. That's what we need. Okay. Supports and score streaks. Ooh. All right. Wait, did they say? Wait, what's the other thing? Hold on. Crafting table. Supports and score streaks. Disciple injection. Ooh, you get a disciple injection. Okay. That's cool. The arsenal. We already know what that does. Very cool. Returning damage modifiers. Frost, fire, electric, toxic, light, and shadow. Ooh. Packer punch machine is on the back of the truck. That's cool. And look at that Packer punch camo. That looks pretty cool. I like that. All right, Ted tasks. Ooh, so instead of Sam trials, you get Ted tasks. Now that's kind of creepy. Having a head on that, creepy, but cool. I like it. Let me scroll up. That's creepy. Ted tasks, that creepy. It's gonna be the same way, as the Sam trials and Black Ops 6. So, you get zombie HUD presets and customizations, which is cool. The new exfil phone booth. The phone booth is right here for exfil. Now that's interesting. And it's big so you can see it and it's not a phone. That's cool. So you can exfil at any time when it comes available. So that's pretty cool. And we don't need to know about this. We already know what exfil does. So additional features. All right, we're going to read the melee weapon adjustments because that's what I'm curious on. And you can go through the blog post yourself to read other things if you want. It will be on the Call of Duty website. So we're just skimming through this. That will be interesting. So melee weapon adjustments. Here we go. Critical hits. This means you're able to aim at a target, strike them at the head, and cause critical attacks, which in turn grants you more damage and essence. Very cool. You have more control over the swing and arc of the weapon from start to impact, and more importantly, the timing of the attack to ensure a critical hit as achieved. Okay. Melee heavy attacks. The heavy attack you can use with any melee weapons is now adjusted to be a slower but able to deal more damage. Very cool. All right, new enhancement, health overcharge. Ooh, we might need to read these. All right, let's read these. Enhance health. The most you can raise your health by combined augment effects like Juggernaut, Brickaholic, augments, and the stem shot equipment. For an example, is plus 100 health above your current health maximum. That's the same thing. We don't need to read that, I guess. Revives and area criticals. Auto revive on new round. When a new round completes, expect any player in a prone position to be auto revived. Area of effectiveness, as noted in the augments section of this blog. Damage types without a hit location. Dead wires, lightning strike augment, for an example, are no longer automatically considered critical hits or headshots. Note this also applies to any equipment and some traps. Okay. All right. We don't need to know this. Progression and challenges confirmed. Okay. Zombie crew available in Black Ops Zombies. Black Ops 6 content available in Black Ops 7 Zombies. So we get this. And you get your skins that will be carrying forward. That's amazing. I like that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You get your skins that you earned from Black Ops 6 Zombies. Sorry guys for a little pause. I'm kind of shocked that you get your skins that you earned that you could bring into Black Ops 7 Zombies. That's impressive. I like that. That's pretty cool. All right, part 4, Dead Ops Arcade 4. Here we go. I love playing this. Papa back is black. In black. Oh, okay. I like that. That's pretty cool. All right, Dead Ops Arcade, the origin story. We already know what this is. You get the cool looking stuff. You can play on Nuketown, as you can see on here. That's pretty cool. Shattered Veil. Pretty cool. These maps are pretty cool. I like those. And here's a little small gameplay of it on what it is. It's like an arcade sort of a thing. That's pretty cool. I like that. Pretty cool, dude. Pretty cool. That it is returning. It's the same thing. I like Dead Ops Arcade for sure, dude. And then you have Black Ops 7 beta dates. Okay. Let me explain for this. Wait, October 8th. Hold on, we might have to go down here. Alright, October 8th. Divided into the early access and open beta periods, runs from October 2nd to October 8th. Oh, okay, so it's still the same. Good news for zombie fans. You can play Zombie Survival as part of the beta next weekend. Stay tuned to Call of Duty special channels for more details. Ooh, okay, we never done something like this. If you guys let me know down in the comments. If we have, let me know. If not, then don't leave a comment. Just leave a like and subscribe. That's cool. Open beta on October 5th on Sunday is at 10 a.m. Cool. Very cool. Very nice. And that is the end for the blog post. And man, that is a lot of cool changes and a lot of surprising changes that are coming to Black Ops 7 Zombies, new perks, and a surprising change to, I would say, weird changes as well. But I would say this blog post has a lot to cover. And a lot, if you guys want to read, go in more and read the stuff that I didn't read. Just go to the Call of Duty website, go to news, go to blogs, and all that kind of stuff. But this is a pretty in-depth blog post, and it is amazing. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. Sorry it's so long. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And I'll see you guys later in the next video or video reaction on the channel and on the main channel for some new stuff. And we will be co-hosting, or we will be reacting to Call of Duty next on this channel. All right. Even though it's a reaction, we're going to do it on this channel. And then we're going to make videos on shorts, on what we take away. Hopefully the camos are very cool on what they're showing. I don't want the same camos. But that is going to end this video off. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody.